Wholeness and balanced vibrations. Thank you for being here. This is Mark Roman with Muscle Mentality, and this is how to deal with everything. How to deal with everything that a human being experiences. This is the 30-day challenge, and we are on day 13. Yesterday was day 12 when we talked about trusting yourself completely. Trusting yourself completely as a connected being, connected to all that is, and that when you trust yourself completely, you embody the capability or the knowingness that you are capable of all things and that you are walking in the right direction in wholeness, that no part of you is conflicted or compartmentalized, that you are whole, moving in one direction, all or nothing. Trusting yourself completely. Now today is going to go a bit deeper. Today is day 13 and we're going to be talking about metaphysics. So this is Metaphysics 101, the class, the basics of metaphysics. Now, metaphysics is the physics behind physics, the physics of consciousness. And consciousness is a quality of awareness and choice. So we are conscious because we are aware. We are aware of our surroundings, we are aware of ourselves, we are aware that we are aware. And that is self-awareness. That is an advanced level of consciousness. So we are conscious in that we have awareness, and then we make choices on what we are aware of. So everything you are aware of, you can make a choice on. Because I am aware that there is water, I could jump into the water. If I am aware that I am wearing this shirt, I can take the shirt off. But what you are not aware of, you cannot act on. So the greater your awareness, the more choices you have. So the greater your awareness, the greater you expand your awareness, the greater you expand your consciousness. But also the quality of the choices that you make has a direct effect on your quality of consciousness. So the choices that you make in that, are they separating? Are they egoic in nature? Or do they serve others and serve yourself? Are you becoming more like unconditional love? Are you in alignment with all that is? Or are you reinforcing acts of separateness out of fear-based acts? So when we say choose love or choose fear, which are such common fundamental tropes across all of spirituality, choosing love or choosing fear reinforces separation. And the more that you are reinforcing separation, you are what we call acting from a high entropy state, a more chaotic state. The second law of thermodynamics states that all of the universe, all of the material universe is drifting towards higher entropy, drifting towards more and more chaos. That is the tendency to keep rising in chaos, to keep rising in randomness and disorder. But all of this form is order. It's miraculous order. It's a pattern fractaled on top of each other. And it all works in equilibrium, and it's not static. It's constantly moving, constantly vibrating. So it is a form that is so intricate that it's amazing that we even exist. So entropy is the decaying or rising back into higher chaotic states. So more entropic decisions is creating chaos both in your being and both in the universe, in the world. So a higher quality of consciousness choice is that which is chosen from love, chosen from compassion, chosen from empathy. It's devoid of fear. So it's understanding your fellow man, understanding your fellow woman, being in complete connection, not even just human beings, being in complete connection with nature, with the water, feeling its connection, feeling the warmth of the sun, understanding the plants, understanding the animals, because when you come into connection with all that is, you realize that is you. This is what I once was. This is what I could become. When you understand your roots, when you understand the sediment from which you grew, you become more. And you know where you are going. So this quality of consciousness then is awareness and choice. What you are aware of, you can make choices on, but the choices you choose, you have a responsibility to choose that which is most sustainable for the whole and for yourself. When you choose love for yourself, you're choosing love for the universe, you're choosing love for all. So that is why they say that to advance yourself is a gift to all. So this is the first tenet, consciousness, that the universe is consciousness, that all is consciousness, that it helps me to imagine that literally everything is a bunch of eyes. Like you can see eyes all through everything, throughout your entire body. And there's eyes and eyes and eyes everywhere across the water. Eyes, little tiny eyes, getting more and more microscopic. Because this helps with the idea that everything is awareness. Everything is constructed of consciousness. And then certain beings that are constructs of consciousness that have been woven into such a pattern that are conscious on their own. And we have a soul, which is a gift. In my opinion, it's a gift to be conscious. So consciousness then is everything. And when you realize that you are everything, it all becomes available to you. So you can tune into the frequencies of the water and know what the water knows. The water's been here for so many years, millions, billions of years, and understand what the water knows and be tuned into that frequency of healing, of cleansing, of fluidity, of going with the flow, of stooping when you need to, the divine feminine, the receiving aspect. So everything is consciousness. Now, the second tenet, everything is energy. Consciousness is energy. Energy, I love Cindy Dale's definition of energy. Energy is information that moves. Energy is information that moves. If energy is information that moves and consciousness is energy, then everything is information. So if everything is information, we can extract information from all sources and pull the whole from apart, pull everything from apart. Sevan, Bomar, a man who I learned a lot from his Innerversity teachings, said you can speak one word, and if you are open enough, then you can extract, you can know everything about that being, everything that that being knows, even if they don't know it. Because in that one vibration is the whole, is all that is all that is of that being. So everything is energy. Everything is vibration. Everything is vibration at various frequencies, amplitudes, and wavelengths. So we're at a certain frequency existing on this planet. And within this planet, we have certain frequencies, we have a subset of frequencies within, and that provides all the various fidelities to life and gives us this high definition experience of sense, of touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing, all this so rich. If you imagine this as a video game, then this is the highest fidelity experience. That it's a beautiful thing. But what we're doing is expanding ourselves and coming into more of what's available, because there are infinite realities, infinite frequencies to align with. But we expand ourselves so that we can be in touch with all that is. So frequency, it's the rate of vibration. If everything is energy and everything is vibrating, everything is moving. Quantum physics has proven this for us, that everything is mostly empty space moving around itself, that even this solid form is just vibrating so fast that it seems like it's not moving. So it's an amazing thing when you realize that everything is vibration. Everything is vibration at various frequencies, wavelengths, and amplitudes. Even visible light has its own wavelength, so it might have a frequency, but it has different wavelengths of light, and that gives us color. So then you see how it's another texture to the reality. Now, there are beings, objects, and energy. Beings, conscious beings, constructed of consciousness, but are also conscious in that they have awareness and can make choices based on what they are aware of, based on that subset of aware choices. Then there are objects that are constructed of consciousness but are not conscious. They don't make choices. Beings and objects emit energy, emit information that affects both. So an energy emitted from me can affect an object. So I can pick up something and put it somewhere else, and that's new information, that's a new placement. And vice versa, an object by its simple presence can emit an energy and change me. So they affect change on each other. So that's why like some things are just so grasping, and you walk over to it and you're like, whoa, what is all the information that's vibrating, it's emitting, and you're receiving it, you're like, whoa, what is that? So when you understand that everything is energy, and you understand that you contain a part of the whole within your soul, and that you are consciousness, and that your soul is not limited to the confines of your body, that your body is contained within the limitlessness of your consciousness, that consciousness is infinite, and that this reality is just one reality among the infinite that are available. So to choose the reality, so this is where it becomes you. This is about you now, your consciousness. Where you are is all that matters for you. Where you are is your center of the universe. Where you are is where you can make choices, because where you are right now in this moment is the place where you can make choices, make decisions that affect your reality. So if you are still worried about places that aren't part of your reality in this moment, then you're spilling your energy to something that's not serving you or serving the whole. Because again, as I said, by making yourself more, you expand in the whole. The all becomes more. So keep in mind, everything is energy. Energy is information that moves. What information are you emanating? What energy are you emanating from your field? Do people feel good? Do people feel good when they're around you? You ever walk into a train, or like you walk into a room and you just feel the tension in the room? That's the energy of the information of it's not coexistent, it's not harmonious here. That is the energy of the room communicating to you. The information that's being communicated is this is not a safe environment. Or you're on the train and somebody steps in at the next stop, and the whole vibration they give off is just, they had a rough day. And they've had such a rough day, they might take it out on you. And that's the information that you receive. So energy is information that moves, and it's moving and cycling between all of us consistently and constantly. It's constantly flowing. So when you receive me and you feel the energy, you might not even hear what I'm saying right now. You might not even hear what I am feeling, I'm sorry, you might not even hear the words that I'm saying, but you're gonna feel what I'm feeling. You're gonna receive what I'm feeling, even if you're not looking at the video, but you're listening, and you feel my tones, and you feel my vibrations, and you feel it coming from the core, the center of my being, and you know that I am all or nothing, I am all in on this message. Then you know that the information that's being communicated is he is embodying this. He is really passionate about this. He is really trying to get something across. I might not know what it is yet, but I know that he's really all about it. And maybe that's all the information that we needed. Because when we open up ourselves, when we come to releasing judgments, day 9, when we come to embodying and healing and forgiveness, day 3, when we release these deprogramming, day 5, releasing these judgments, we come into more of our own, and we open up to all of the universe, all of the reality, all the frequencies that exist. But all frequencies exist. Understand that. That means the ones that are not so pleasing and the ones that are pleasing. So now we have the responsibility to choose. Because if you don't choose, you are just going to end up in any container like the water. And the water is a beautiful thing, but it's not a fitting analogy to be the rest of your life, to just flow where everything goes. Where everything goes. Where is your fire? Where is your flame? Where is your intention? Where is your willpower? Where are you willing to go? If you just go where everyone wants you to go, then maybe that's what you want to be. And maybe that's the purpose for your life. It's not me to define your purpose, but I know that there are deep inherent desires within my soul that need to be actualized, that want to come out. That I have a purpose, and that I have a potential to actualize. And that is what I'm here for, to actualize my potential and hope that my example can serve for others and children to come. That not all the stories that they told us were true. That there's something deeper here and more fundamental. That we are all connected. And that this connection is energy. And that it's fundamentally circulating and emanating off of us. So we are consciousness, everything is consciousness. This is a mind-made universe. And in a mind-made universe, everything is metaphor. Everything means something. Everything is symbolism. To even walk at a certain rate, to walk at a certain way, to move in a certain way is communicating something about your consciousness. Another aspect, another part of you. That if we are open enough to it, that one movement, that one symbol, that one pose could tell us everything about you. You hold within your aura all the memories of your existence. You hold within your aura all the feelings, all the emotions that you are embodying at this time. Everything is energy. And if you are open enough to see it, then it all becomes available to you. You are an energetic being. You are an energetic being. You are a conscious being. Everything is composed of consciousness. Consciousness is energy. Energy is vibration that moves. Consciousness is awareness that chooses what it wants to be aware of. So you are an energy choosing what energy it wants to feed into, what energy it wants to tune into. So change your feed based on what you choose. And if you want to experience more, then gather more energy. And how do we gather more energy? I told you on day 6, we breathe. Because in a universe, a mind-made universe and a mind-made reality, breath is another metaphor. It's another symbol for taking in more energy, taking in more life, taking in more, taking in more. It's very simple. Gathering. We're gathering now. You guys ever used to watch the animes like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto? Dragon Ball Z, he would go and meditate for hours, days, and he would just become more and more and more powerful. These are metaphors, analogies, and I loved them, and I picked up on them as a youth, and I never understood why it enchanted me so, but there is a truth to it. That if you go and spend enough time training your mind to accumulate energy, that if you sit and break the barriers within your own mind, you are limitless. And this is where I'm at. Walking this path, walking this journey, and just spreading what I know to others, because it's been such a massive improvement in my life, such a massive change, and I just want to be a light for others, just to show them like this is a valid way. Because I know a lot of people may be on the edge, like, is this really where I want to go? We're talking about taking back control of your consciousness, being sovereign within your consciousness. Because in a mind-made reality, everything is metaphor. Then to give your power to another and put them above you. Think about the ramifications that has for your consciousness. That you are aware, that you can make choices on what you're aware of. But if you are not aware of sovereignty, that it exists, then you can never choose it. And so other beings with less benevolent intentions can take advantage of the awareness that you are not aware of the choices that you are not aware of, excuse me. So we come into a place of understanding and knowing that we are sovereign, that we are the supreme being, that we are connected to all that is, and we contain the part of the whole. We contain the part of the whole. So we are connected to all that is, and we are limitless. So we tap into that limitless nature within this finite reality. And we can see past duality, and we embrace wholeness. That the polarities don't change us so much, that they don't cause us to react. So this was the metaphysics of consciousness, Metaphysics 101. Or the metaphysics of energy. Please subscribe, like, share. Get this message out there. Let's get more of us on the same path, on the same frequency, on the unified vibration of ascending transcendence, of sovereignty. Thank you for being here. Wholeness. I'll see you tomorrow for day 14.